Hello, my name is Nathan Basine. In this video, I'm going to talk about the history of Indian Americans owning motels and the challenges they face. I'm also going to be giving a personal story of a family member of mine who is in the industry. South Asian people come to America with the goal of reaching the American dream and becoming successful. They work hard to achieve this dream and do whatever it takes to make a living in the United States. Growing up as an Indian American myself, I have seen the effort that my parents had to put in to allow me to be successful. In this video, I'm going to go over the process of Indian Americans owning motels and the struggles and discrimination they face in the process. When it comes to the history of Indian American owning motels, we have to start in India. In India, there were many financial barriers and corruption that prevented people from becoming successful. Even after India gained independence, there were still limited economic opportunities. Specifically in Gujarat, where many Indian people come from, it is hard to make a living. A major event that took place in the history of Indian Americans owning motels is when Kanjibai Desai moved to America illegally in the 1920s. Desai was staying at a motel in San Francisco where the owner was of Japanese descent. During World War II, the owner sold the motel to Desai for a few $100s. This event proved to be historical in relationship to Indian Americans owning motels. Following purchasing the motel, Desai was able to assist other Indians to come to America and open motels of their own, many of which had the last name Patel. Indian American motel owners experience a great amount of discrimination in the United States. One of the biggest challenges they face in America is acceptance. Indian people who own motels often find that white customers might prefer to stay at white-owned motels. Indian motels also have a reputation of being dirtier and less well-kept than white-owned motels. The majority of motels that aren't owned by Indian people are owned by whites. Some white owners encourage people to have the belief that Indian motels are dirty. In the 70s and 80s, many white owners began to put signs outside their motels saying that they are American owned. For a personal story, I have a cousin who lives in Missouri who moved from the Bay Area to work in a motel. They own the motel and they describe there's many challenges in the process. Some of the things that they struggle with is being afraid to show their culture, the fact that there's not a big Indian community like the Bay Area, they have to drive hours to buy Indian groceries, there's no religious temples nearby, and during religious holidays they can't really express themselves. Also, they're scared to cook their own food and don't want people to smell it. To fight back against discrimination, the Asian American Hotel Owners Association was formed. The AAHOA was founded in 1989 in Atlanta. In the beginning, they struggled to find their purpose in the fight for ending discrimination of Indian American motel owners. The first issue they wanted to address was the American-owned and operated campaign. The AAHOA tackled this issue not through judicial means or force, but rather through educating the public about the realities of being an Indian American motel owner and how these people were just trying to live the American dream. Today, the organization has over 20,000 members.